Hello, my name is Ian Gent. I'm part of the Jisc funded Research Data Spring project on software reuse, repurposing and reproducibility, and I want to show you a demo. So what I have in front of me is a GitHub URL of a repository for code called G-code. And I'll mention I've recorded things and I'll play through them because this is a greatly accelerated version. So let's get playing. So I'm going to just copy and paste that into this web page, and this is running on a server in St Andrews. When we say create, it's going to create a virtual machine for this repository. Now, this is in real life. When I recorded this earlier, this was happening on a server in St Andrews. So obviously, we're going to take a bit of a break here because it was something like 30 minutes. So let's go ridiculously fast through this, and after about 31 minutes, I think it is, something like that, it says that it is done. Has it? Come on, there we go. Maybe it's 32 minutes. Anyway, so now the thing has completed, and well, what does that mean? Well, let's see. What's happened, and we can see it on this screen, is we've created a new version of the software called G-code v4.4. And what I really want to emphasize is that this has happened automatically. So that is, we've scraped the GitHub project, leveraging the fact this one happens to have a Travis CI configuration, and we've scraped that configuration to figure out what packages we need and how to build it. And then we've started a new VM, downloaded the packages, put them into the VM, built this software, and created the virtual machine. Okay, so having done that, what can we do with that? Well, I want to highlight the fact that we've got a little button here which says Request Persistent ID. So let's see what happens when we do that. Now I want to emphasize this bit is a mock-up, so obviously we're not doing a real request for a DOI, and we haven't built the software to do that. But you would imagine that we can enter some details. Part of the other work we've done is guidelines on what kind of details should go into this kind of box, and we've got a report on that. So you know, I type in some details, and it's a great constraint solver. And maybe I should have typed a bit faster. You never know. It is a really excellent constraint solver. I mention that because it's not one I've been involved with, so I just want to say nice things about it. Let's save that button. We've created it. Now we've got this beautiful landing page for this software. So now we've got this landing page, which I've just paused for a second. And what we can see the metadata we entered, we can see the GitHub URL, of course, but we can also download the virtual machine, and if we've got the right software to run it, Vagrant and VirtualBox, not to run G-code, just to run the virtual machine, then we could fire it up. But one of the nice things we've done in this is the play button. If we click on that, what happens? So what happens if we hit that old play button? Let's have a look. So, well, we could download the VM, but I'm more interested in the play button. That's going to, what that is doing, let's drag that over to the right part of the window. Now what that is doing is, and again this was a real demo happening through a server in St Andrews. This is still within the web browser, and we're using a little terminal emulator in JavaScript running in the web browser, connecting to the server in St Andrews, and we can therefore provide, and remember this has happened with no manual steps apart from typing in some details of the software. We can run the server and the user can use it, and here they're typing, they happen to know how to use it. They typed in a sudoku command and it ran. So you can run G-code sudoku solver, for example, and anyone with at least with permission to run this server could have done that. Or we could download the VM, and that takes a couple of minutes. So that shows you one of the use cases, which would be making it really easy for people to play around with your software, for example, at workshops, summer schools, that kind of thing, and also just to give people experience of your software. So really, that's the demo we wanted to show. That's one of the things we said we're going to do. And I'd really like to pay tribute in particular to our summer intern, Charles Wu, who did the bulk of this particular work for us. So thanks very much.